Ready for a super smart Siri? It looks like your favorite voice assistant is getting a huge brain upgrade, and the secret weapon is Google's Gemini model. But how can Apple use Google's tech while still keeping your data totally private? Stick around as we look under the hood at this massive AI model and the clever tech that makes it work. You've probably heard the buzz. Apple is reportedly nearing a big deal with Google to use a version of the Gemini large language model to power a dramatically revamped Siri. The model they're talking about is huge, around 1.2 trillion parameters. Now, a parameter is basically a piece of knowledge or a variable in the AI model, so 1.2 trillion is an immense size. While it's tricky to compare directly to models like GPT-5 or the latest Gemini Pro models because companies keep their exact sizes private, a model of this scale is absolutely a powerhouse. So how does a model this massive run without costing a fortune or being incredibly slow? The key is a brilliant architecture called Mixture of Experts, or MOE. Think of the entire 1.2 trillion parameter model as a huge team of specialized subnetworks or experts. When you ask Siri a question, the system doesn't make all 1.2 trillion parameters work on it. Instead, a smart router or gate instantly figures out which 2 to 4 experts are most relevant to your specific query. These few relevant experts are the only ones that activate and do the calculation. This is the magic of Mixture of Experts. It allows the model to have the total knowledge of 1.2 trillion parameters, but for any single task, it only activates a fraction, maybe only around 75 to 150 billion parameters. This keeps the computational costs down and makes the response much faster, giving you the power of a massive AI without the lag. And what about privacy, Apple's #1 priority? The report suggests that this custom-built Gemini model will live entirely on Apple's private cloud compute servers. This means your data never actually goes to Google. Apple brings Google's brain power into its own highly secure house, making sure your personal information stays protected. To be clear, the final architecture hasn't been officially confirmed. But given the reported scale of 1.2 trillion parameters, adopting the Mixture of Experts approach is the most efficient and logical way to run a model of that size today. The big question now is whether this massive, efficiently run, privacy-focused Gemini-powered Siri will be powerful enough to compete with the AI advancements we'll see next year. But one thing is for sure, this new era of AI assistants is going to be incredibly exciting. If you found this look into the future of Siri helpful, please hit that like button, share this with a friend who loves tech, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the world of AI.